From a cracked cricket bat to a seven-figure bank account, Aaliyah Alleyne proved everyone wrong, and we're about to show you exactly how she did it. Aaliyah Alleyne is worth $2 million in 2025. But the journey from a struggling teenager in Barbados to one of cricket's highest-paid female athletes is filled with drama most people never see. Born on May 20th, 1996 in Christchurch, Barbados, Aaliyah Alleyne entered a world where women's cricket barely existed as a viable career option. Her father, Richard Alleyne, worked as a supervisor at a local manufacturing plant, earning a modest income that kept the family comfortable but far from wealthy. Her mother, Sandra Alleyne, was a primary school teacher who believed strongly in academic education over sports. This household dynamic created the foundation of Aaliyah's character. Caught between her father's dreams and her mother's practical concerns, she has one younger brother, Marcus, who is now 26 and works in finance in Bridgetown. The family lived in a small three-bedroom house in a middle-class neighborhood where cricket was played on every street corner, but always by boys. As a child, Aaliyah was described by teachers as intensely focused and competitive. She excelled academically, particularly in mathematics and sciences, which pleased her mother. But every afternoon after school, she'd grab whatever cricket equipment she could find and head to the neighborhood field. Her father noticed her natural athleticism early. At age 7, she could throw a cricket ball farther than boys 3 years older. At 8, she was bowling with such accuracy that neighborhood kids started complaining it wasn't fair to have her on their team. By 9 years old, she was obsessed with cricket, watching every West Indies match on television, studying bowlers' techniques, and mimicking their actions in her backyard. The pivotal moment came when she was 10 years old. Her father took her to watch a live domestic cricket match at Kensington Oval, the iconic Barbados cricket ground. Seeing that field, feeling the energy of the crowd, watching bowlers operate under pressure, something clicked inside young Aaliyah. She turned to her father and declared she would play cricket professionally one day. Her father believed her. Her mother thought it was a childhood fantasy that would fade. It didn't fade. It consumed her. At 11, she tried joining the local boys' cricket club. They rejected her application, stating the club was for boys only. This rejection devastated her, but also ignited a fire. Her father, seeing his daughter's heartbreak, set up a practice area in their backyard. He purchased second-hand cricket equipment, installed makeshift stumps, and every evening after work, he'd bowl to her for an hour. Neighbors thought they were crazy. A grown man and his young daughter playing cricket obsessively every single day. But those backyard sessions built the foundation of her bowling technique. Her father had played amateur cricket in his youth and taught her the basics of pace bowling, the importance of a consistent run-up, proper wrist position, and following through completely. By age 12, Aaliyah was practicing 3 hours daily. She'd wake at 5:30 a.m., bowl for 90 minutes before school, then practice again for 90 minutes after homework. Her mother grew concerned about this obsession, worried it was affecting her social development and academics. There were heated family discussions about whether this much cricket was healthy for a young girl. Her mother wanted balance. Aaliyah wanted cricket. The compromise was that she had to maintain straight A's in school to continue her intensive practice schedule. She maintained those grades, but barely, often studying late into the night after cricket practice. Sleep became a luxury she couldn't afford. Her breakthrough came at age 14 in 2010 when that scout discovered her at a local match. But what nobody knows is that she almost wasn't at that match. The night before, she'd had a massive argument with her mother about cricket consuming her life. Her mother had forbidden her from going to the match, insisting she stay home and study for exams. Aaliyah snuck out early that morning, telling her mother she was going to a study group. That act of rebellion changed her life. The scout, impressed by her raw pace and aggression, enrolled her in the Barbados Cricket Association's junior women's program. When her mother found out, she was furious. Not about the sneaking out, but about the fear that cricket was now becoming too real, too possible, which meant potential heartbreak was also very real. The junior program, years from 2010 to 2013, were academically challenging too. Aaliyah attended Combermere School, one of Barbados's respected secondary schools. She was juggling advanced-level coursework with increasingly demanding cricket training. Her grades slipped slightly, moving from straight A's to mostly B's with occasional A's. Her mother used this as ammunition in arguments about quitting cricket, but Aaliyah pushed back, arguing that cricket could be her career if she committed fully. This created family tension that lasted years. Her father supported her cricket dreams. Her mother wanted backup plans. Her brother Marcus, 7 years younger, just wanted the fighting to stop. When she made the Barbados senior women's team at 17 in 2013, it validated her sacrifices but complicated her life further. She was still in school, preparing for Caribbean Examinations Council exams that would determine her university options. Cricket training was now 6 days weekly, 4 hours daily. Something had to give. She graduated secondary school in 2014 with decent but not exceptional grades, good enough for university but not scholarship-worthy. Her mother pushed for university. Aaliyah wanted to focus entirely on cricket. The compromise was enrolling in a business administration program at the Barbados Community College while pursuing cricket. She lasted 1 semester before dropping out when cricket opportunities increased. Her mother didn't speak to her for 2 months after that decision. The period from 2014 to 2016 was her wilderness years biography-wise. She was 19 to 20 years old, not in school, not earning significant money from cricket, living at home, and facing constant questions about when she'd get a real job. Extended family members criticized her parents for enabling this cricket fantasy. She took a part-time job at a sports retail store to contribute financially at home, working 20 hours weekly while training. The money was terrible, maybe $300 monthly, but it was something. She was selling cricket equipment to customers, while dreaming of the day someone would sponsor her to use equipment. Those 2 years taught her humility and the harsh reality that talent doesn't guarantee success or income. Then came the injury in 2016, the stress fracture in her back that derailed everything. She was 20 years old, and suddenly she couldn't bowl, couldn't train, couldn't do the one thing that defined her identity. The medical bills were significant, around $15,000 for diagnosis, treatment, and physiotherapy. Her parents, already stretched financially from supporting her cricket journey, had to take out a loan to cover costs. Their house was nearly mortgaged because of their daughter's cricket dream. That guilt crushed Aaliyah. She felt responsible for potentially destroying her family's financial stability. During recovery, she worked full-time at the retail store, standing on her feet 8 hours daily despite back pain, trying to help her parents repay that loan. She gained 20 pounds, lost her fitness, and sank into depression, convinced her cricket career was over at 20. The comeback, starting in late 2017, required not just physical rehabilitation, but reconstructing her entire identity. She was 21, watching girls younger than her making cricket teams while she was still doing basic fitness work. Her physiotherapist became a crucial figure in her biography, a woman named Dr. Patricia Marshall, who specialized in sports injuries and refused to let Aaliyah give up. Dr. Marshall worked with her 3 times weekly, often reducing or waiving fees because she believed in Aaliyah's potential. Without Dr. Marshall's support, both medical and emotional, Aaliyah admits she would never have returned to cricket. That relationship, mentor and athlete, rebuilt her confidence piece by piece. By 2018, at age 22, she was finally bowling again at competitive levels. But she'd lost 2 prime years to injury, and cricket boards have short memories. She had to prove herself all over again in domestic cricket. The 2018-19 season was her rebirth. She took those 32 wickets, dominated every tournament, and reminded everyone why scouts had been excited about her years earlier. She was now 22, going on 23, older than ideal for an international debut, but mentally stronger than any teenager could be. Her international debut in May 2019 at age 23 was emotional for reasons beyond cricket. Her parents were in the stands at Kensington Oval, the same stadium where her dream had begun 13 years earlier. When she took those 2 wickets, she pointed to the stands where they sat, a gesture acknowledging their sacrifices, the loan they'd taken, the years of supporting an uncertain dream. Her father cried. Her mother, who'd fought against cricket for years, cried too because she finally understood this wasn't just a game for her daughter, it was her life's purpose. That debut match healed years of family tension in one afternoon. The next phase of her biography focuses on building financial independence. Her first international contract in 2019 paid $75,000 annually. After years of financial struggle, this felt like wealth. She immediately gave her parents $30,000 to pay off the remaining loan from her injury. She moved out of her family home into a rented apartment, establishing independence at 23. The apartment was modest, one bedroom in a decent area costing her $800 monthly rent. She furnished it simply, lived frugally, and saved aggressively. Her mother had taught her financial caution even while opposing her cricket career, and that lesson stuck. Her romantic life has been deliberately private. She dated a local businessman briefly in 2020, but the relationship ended when her cricket schedule became too demanding. She's been linked to fellow athletes, including rumors about a relationship with a West Indies men's cricketer in 2021, but she's never confirmed any relationship publicly. In interviews, she stated that cricket requires such complete dedication that serious relationships are difficult. She's now 28, unmarried, with no children, and focused entirely on maximizing her cricket career before thinking about family. Her close friends describe her as loyal but guarded, someone who doesn't let many people into her inner circle, because she's been hurt by people who befriended her only after success. Arrived, the franchise cricket phase of her career from 2020 onward transformed her biography, from struggling athlete to wealthy professional. That first $80,000 franchise contract in 2020 allowed her to hire a financial advisor, a decision that proved crucial. The advisor, a Barbadian economist named Trevor Patterson, restructured her finances completely. He set up proper tax strategies, started investment portfolios, and planned for post-cricket life. Under his guidance, she started saving 40% of her income, investing in property and stocks, and building wealth instead of just earning money. This financial discipline is why she's worth $2 million at 28 instead of being broke like many retired athletes. Her property purchases tell the story of ascending wealth. In 2021, she bought her first property, that two-bedroom apartment in Bridgetown, for $250,000. She financed it with a 30% down payment and a 15-year mortgage. Owning property meant everything to her because her parents had nearly lost theirs supporting her dreams. In 2022, she bought the commercial space for $320,000. Using franchise league at 28 years old in 2025, Aaliyah Alleyne's biography reads like a movie script. From that 11-year-old rejected by boys' cricket clubs to a millionaire athlete inspiring generations, her story proves that persistence, support systems, and smart decisions can overcome enormous obstacles. Her career is far from over, with potentially 5 to 7 more prime years ahead, and her wealth continues growing through smart investments and business ventures. Hit that subscribe button now because this journey is still being written and you'll want to see every chapter.